look kind of tired today.
Yeah, I'm really tired.
Yeah. What's going on?
I haven't been sleeping well lately at all.
How long has it been going on?
Well, probably since I've been, I'm a grad student here, so I just started this first year. So I don't sleep also because I have so much work to do.
You are a first-year grad student, right? What are you studying?
I'm in the MFA creative writing program.
Okay. Is that pretty stressful?
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
Okay. When did you start?
September 1st.
Okay. And where are you from originally?
I'm from Connecticut, but I moved to Michigan from California where I was living.
So you moved in September. Do you think that's when kind of the sleep problem started?
I've always had kind of problems sleeping, but it's definitely, I think just being in school and always having things to think like on my mind all the time of what I have to do. I wake up a lot.
Sleep is important. When you don't get enough sleep, things can be a lot more different.
Yeah.
Do you think it's affected things for you?
Kind of. Well, I always think that I'll have time to catch up on sleep. Like I think over winter break I'll have time to kind of catch up, but it's like things keep on going with the semester that
So except for the sleep problems, what other things is going on?
I just I'm having a little trouble, like, I've always, like, kind of been treated for anxiety now for several years, but, now I'm noticing it's, like, I'm having trouble concentrating, like, when I'm reading and stuff, or trying to do stuff for school.
Is it just for things at school or other things, too?
Kind of other things. I'm also in the middle of breaking up with my boyfriend, so it's, like, kind of a lot of, anxiety.
Okay. Any other things that your interest in hobbies or things outside of school?
Not really. I only really write and read, which is what I do for school.
Okay. Is that something that you still enjoy, despite the other problems of sleep?
Yeah, my program, it's just a lot of pressure to do well in the program.
Anything else that has been, like, appetite has changed?
Yeah, well, I've had a lot of problems with my appetite over the years, and then whenever I get more anxious, I definitely eat a lot less.
So you said that you've had anxiety for a long time.
Yeah.
Do you think they're dependent on the stressors that you're faced with? You know, when you're faced with more stress, overwhelmed with things, with relationships, with school, then it tends to get worse?
Yeah, I think I noticed that I get, like, the anxiety from school. It's like a different type of anxiety than the anxiety from, like, personal problems or my personal life.
Right.
I can deal more with the school anxiety.
Okay. What is the kind of anxiety that's bothering you the most right now? Are you referring to your relationship issues?
Yeah, it's just I'm constantly worrying about everything.
Okay. Well, tell me about the relationship issue. What's going on?
I just have a boyfriend that's still in California, and I'm trying to kind of... I've just figured out since I've been here that we're not, like, the right match for each other, so I'm kind of trying to end it, but it's really difficult. That's it, and then we're both from the same place in Connecticut where I go home for winter break, so my winter break is, like, not going to be that much of a break because we'll both be home and I'll have to deal with all of this.
Okay. Do you live sort of houses apart?
Like 5 minutes apart.
Okay. What are you worried about?
He takes away from dealing with this relationship, is taking away from my school time to focus on school, which is going by really quickly.
You've come a long way to Michigan for writing school.
Yeah.
What got you interested in Michigan?
It's one of the best writing programs in the country.
So it seems like you like the program here.
Yeah, I really like it.
Okay. You like the teachers and classmates?
Yeah, I'm having more trouble, I think, with also with kind of connecting with. I don't know. I really like everyone. It's just I think some people are like have more things in common, and I kind of am more. I feel just more disconnected. Or a lot of people who worked had more of like a literary background, or they seem a lot smarter than me.
So you have work, right? Homework, and how are you doing in school?
I was doing really well this past weekend. I had to get something done for Tuesday, and then I was home for Thanksgiving dealing with my boyfriend or ex-boyfriends, and so that was really distracting.
Okay. Good. Well, I think it's very hard in this world to find something that one likes to do as work, and it seems like you like doing this, and I think that's what sustains us, doing one thing that we like as a profession. How long do you think you've had issues with anxiety?
Probably my whole life.
Your whole life. What was the first thing you remember?
I remember getting, I've always had really bad stomach trouble. I remember when I was younger just getting a lot of stomach aches a lot, or things made me uncomfortable. I had parents that used to fight all the time, so I think that's how it started.
What age was it?
For as far as I can remember, probably.
Were you like 5?
Yeah. And I think when I got as I got older in high school and more interacting kind of with people or with social settings, I think gave me anxiety also. Being back in graduate school and with just new classes it reminds me actually of reminds me more of high school than of college.
I did not know that.
What?
I didn't know that.
What do you mean?
People continue to be immature even in graduates. Any other particular things that make you anxious?
I guess it's just that I worry about everything. Or lately my heart has been, I've noticed before I have to go to class or on Tuesday when everyone will talk about my writing on Tuesday night's class. I think everybody gets anxious about it, but I definitely physically, can't eat, or my heart feels like it's jumping up to my chest.
I think I know the feeling. And do you ever have panic attacks?
I don't think I've actually had a panic attack. I just get my heart will just race really fast. I need to take deep breaths, calm myself down.
Have you been diagnosed with any psychiatric disorders?
Just generalized anxiety. When I was younger, I was anorexic and bulimic for years, which is why I was in therapy. So that was when I was in my late teens, early 20s.
Anorexic?
Yeah. And I think that's how they figured out. Seems like a long time ago now.
I think it still matters right now, having gone through something like that. It leaves a particular trace. How's your eating habits now?
Well, now I definitely have no issues about my weight, really. Before, I haven't felt anything like that in a couple of years.
Do you have thoughts about hurting yourself?
Mm-mm.
No? And your sleep, you said, is it problems falling asleep or problems sort of maintaining sleep?
It's not problems falling asleep, but I've been taking, I have Ativan prescribed to me, which I take, I've noticed, I think I've been taking that every night to sleep for a long time.
Okay.
So I'm probably addicted to it.
Okay. Any medical problems?
I'm allergic to, I have celiac disease, which I'm allergic to gluten, which I found out last year when I was applying to grad school.
Okay. Any issues with feeling more depressed when the length of daylight decreases, like in the wintertime?
No, I like it when there's no daylight.
Really? Any past surgeries?
Yeah, I had a sinus and nose surgery 3 years ago.
Any family history of depression, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, substance abuse, or suicides?
And my dad's side of the family has a lot of, I think, alcoholism and depression.
Okay. Do you drink alcohol?
Not really. I'll have like a glass of wine here and there.
Do you smoke? Any drug use? Were you born to a two-parent household? What did your mom do?
She's a 5th grade teacher.
What about your dad?
He's a psychologist.
Where in Connecticut were you born?
New Haven.
I've actually been to New Haven. Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I live in Hamden.
Yeah, that's where my boyfriend's from. Because you went to school there. Did you go to school there?
No. My parents lived there. Any history of physical, sexual, emotional abuse? Okay. Well, that's about it.